Hello, my friends. Hoping to make a short video here, but I have a long list in front of me, so we'll see how far we get on John's phone. First of all, I want to say that there are many windows and doorways to the divine, some of them no bigger than the head of a straight pin or a single grain of sand. And so in the great giveaway, we become small, we become humble before that which is, the giver of all. So in that giveaway, we want to come to that place, That's humility. So a few things, of course. We're opening that portal now, my friends. The room is becoming filled with really the scent of that buffalo coming, And when I say buffalo, well, we'll journey in there together, because it's so vast. It's everywhere. It's not an it at all, but buffalo, that scent of the maternal, the mother, the ones who walk ahead when that one's tired, We know that journey, So anyway, we're journeying in now. So all of you, I'm clacking the bones daily for all of us. Also, there are many who cannot come but keep wanting the videos. So we're going to keep them in prayer with us too that Saturday. I think that's an okay for everyone, right? Because people are needing, So that's part of it as well. Some of the things that are important to say, and I might send a couple videos tonight because there's a lot to say as I realize this. But what we are at our potluck, I was going to say potlatch, what you bring is one bowl of what you and your ancestors would have eaten. So one bowl and one slice of bread cut in half. And please let me know who might be gluten-free need, right? So a couple of things I wanted to share, a bit of medicine I find. Last Saturday, my husband and I were going to our granddaughter's 2-year-old birthday in some park. I don't know. Anyways, we were driving, and wherever we were, we passed a sign that said Daffodil Lane. And well, just to fill you in a little bit, I have a ghost horse, as we all do, or as Robert Moss calls it, our spirit horse. We all have a spirit horse. Mine has been with me since I was 4 years old. I always called her my ghost horse, and her name is Daffodil. So I saw that sign, Daffodil Lane, and I thought, oh, that's interesting, okay. We get to the party and, moving around, and John and I went to, bathroom maybe, walking back, and he pushes me, and I goes, what are you doing? And he says, you almost stepped in a big pile of horse shit. And I looked down, and it was like, yeah. And I went, oh, okay, I guess there's horses around, sure. And then we sat down, and I was busy kind of talking to someone, and someone says, oh, look, and it was somebody riding a horse in the parking lot, And it was a really full day, so all those kind of lines there didn't occur to me, until that night, and I settled down, and I heard, pay attention, Ivory. And I realized, oh my God, that's Daffodil, okay? This is the spirit horse. And whenever she shows up before ceremony, something's changing, okay? Because she's in charge, and it's a beautiful thing. So I just had to pay attention and go, okay, and let go of the reins here. Where are we going? What are we doing? And, what was really weighing on me, in a sense, lifted. Now, it's not like we're not doing the same thing, but something of that was like, oh my God, how are we? Anyway, a little bit of the sun dance, I guess, anyways, my friends, wanted to say that daffodil comes, and all our spirit force come, calling them all in so that we can begin to ride that journey together towards where we are going, So opening that portal more and more, feeling it, sensing it, smelling it, start to breathe in like buffalo, in the cold, I come from Manitoba, so 50 below, I remember how that feels, right? Just feeling that and letting the rhythm of those hooves, particularly the mothers that surround, all the children, and then they're walking when one is tired, the one at the back, and we're going to do some of that beautiful dance together. Buffalo dance is what it is, really. So I'm looking forward. There's a little bit of things I need to tell you again. Of course, the bowl of food, the not a loaf, a bread, right? One slice of bread cut in half. Also, too, it's time to really go as deep as you can at this time, and we'll be going down that beautiful path together, But to really look at and contemplate, what is it I must give away? Maybe something I even fear to give away or don't want to or whatever. What does it bring up? And let that kind of become the first layer. What is it? And in that, what you need to bring is something, about the size of the palm of your hand, something shiny, something beautiful, something that maybe you don't really want to give away, and it has to have some holes in it because of what you'll do with it. So you have to begin to contemplate that as well. And within that beautiful, shiny thing, will come what you need to give away. So let's be a brave heart. I think we're going into some deep shadow lands, and I think it's going to be all good because Mother Buffalo is with us, And let's not forget White Buffalo Woman, which is the drum my sister is drumming daily now for us, the one I sent to Winnipeg. So if anything else shows up, yes, it just did. Here it is. So I want to also mention this again, Facing the Inner Void, my friend Bottom. And it sounds like, oh, well, she's promoting her friend. Well, the thing is, here's the deal. So in Buffalo, we are facing the void, okay? We're going deep into the mouth of Buffalo, really, and it's a picture I sent you. And that's where the void is. And Buffalo has been calling me for months, as some of you have known through my videos. And then, it was really in me, the hunger to, we got to do something. And then my friend Bottom sends me an email of his new book, Facing the Inner Void. So I wanted to say, isn't that the mystery of how the divine weaves things together? So we're going to be facing the inner void, and we have the heart. Why not? So if anything else, as I said, I'll send you another video, but we're in that space now. We're entering that sacred womb space. Okay, my friends, I'll end with a short video tonight, and I'll just keep sending these as they come, So I've been made aware of course, these music here on YouTube are coming through, and one of them being May Kali's sign, which is in the east, which is the void, called Kali. I'm sure many or all of you know of this, but so we're going east into the void, and I'll share my own experience when we meet on Saturday. And it definitely takes brave hearts, and I feel that we are all being given this because we have buffalo surrounding us and pressing in on us, calling in those mothers, eh? Like, call them in, sisters, brothers, call them closer, and we have many, as I said, on the altar already, saying yes to not being able to be here, but be here in spirit, so they receive as well, eh? Because it's a great giveaway. All are in need, So just remembering the bowl, your ancestral food in that. You can fill it up as high you want, but one bowl, right? Your slice of bread cut in, I'm going to say in 4, okay? Just cause. And, well, I'll send more when I remember. Busy making an offering, so lots to do. And let's pay attention to our dreams. Doing some letting go there, and again a shiny, beautiful thing with holes in it as you're offering for your giveaway. Mine's come to me, and I just kind of ignored it at first because I love this thing, and it's like the precious in. What's the story, John? The Hobbit or whatever. Anyways, being silly. So, good night, my friends. Have a good evening. Blessed be your dreams. Buffalo, come closer, ever near, ever closer. Let it be.